we're going to be talking about on-page SEO 2017 update, all on this edition of the Pest Geek Podcast.
Pull out your hose and grab your can. We're about to integrate another Pest Geek Podcast. Hi, everybody. Frank Hernandez here, and welcome to the Pest Geek Podcast, bringing you the latest information on pests, products, and politics from today's leading industry sources to help you start, manage, and grow your pest control business.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of the Pest Geek Podcast. I am your host, Frank Hernandez. Hey, we're going to be discussing a whole new episode on-page SEO with 2017 information. The last time I did a podcast on SEO, I think it was 2 years ago. And a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have stayed the same. But hey, this is the first podcast that we've done since I took a 6-month break. So hey, yeah, that's right. Give it up. Give it up. Yes, folks, we're back and we have a lot of content that we want to share with the audience. And I think you're really going to enjoy what we're going to be doing on the podcast. I hope you do anyway. I have a lot of people that are excited about what we're doing. But I wanted to talk to you about on-page SEO. There's a lot of SEO, talk about SEO. Nobody understands SEO. Here's the position that most people are in any industry, not just pest control. Whether you own a restaurant, whether you own a barbershop, whether you have a PC repair business, or you're in the pest control business. You need to be online, but the problem is that if you are going to be online, you have to know the rules for being online. Having a website and putting a website up and paying $99, going to Wix, going to all these companies that can build a website for you and put your website online and get you, they're going to get you, on Google, and they're going to get your website online, and they're going to get you your own domain. Sounds really exciting, except that's about as useful as having a car sitting there without an engine and a transmission. If you don't have SEO, so the industry could understand, the easiest way that I can illustrate this to you is look at your typical DIY customer that wants to do pest control himself, and when he's failing, he decides to break down, pick up the phone and call a pest control professional because he doesn't understand insect biology. He doesn't understand mode of action. He doesn't understand repellency. He doesn't understand OV positioning. He doesn't understand any of the things that takes us 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 years to learn in this industry so that we can go in 1-2 shots and knock things out for them. Okay? And the same thing happens. There's so much going on with Google, with Panda, with Penguin. Google is a freaking zoo. Okay, now, because every update, you got Possum coming out. So these things that people don't understand what these algorithms do, they don't understand how complex online is with directories and being on whether you're on this directory or that directory, depending on where you are in your market. If you're in a top 100 market, it's super freaking easy to rank you. Okay, but try to be in a top 25 or a top 10 market and getting ranked on Google when there's only 10 spots on the front page of Google and every major competitor has it. So if you don't go online with a strategy and you don't understand what SEO is, and you're talking to an SEO company, they're basically going to, it's like talking to your customer about OV positioning. They have no clue what the heck you're talking about. And that is the same thing with you. So this whole podcast and this whole series we're going to be doing on online marketing and SEO comes from 4 years of experience. Plus, add another 10 years, 15 years of computer experience and technical experience in the field of POS and IT. And you're going to be able to at least have an intelligent conversation with an SEO company, and then you can quickly figure out if the SEO company is going to rip you off, if they even know what they're doing, by you being able to ask the right question. Because a lot of this stuff you're not going to be able to do yourself. You don't have the time. It will take an enormous amount of time for you to do it. But you can get it on. And the best thing, though, your on-page SEO, search engine optimization, has to be spot on. If it isn't, okay, I don't care what anybody's doing, you're not going to rank. So here are the things that you have to do is, number one, your keyword research has to be darn good. You need to put in about 10 to 15 minutes per page you're going to write on doing very good keyword research. What exactly is the word that you want to rank for? And that's another problem that people have on their website. They don't know what word they're trying to rank for the main website. And unless you have a really good SEO company that's ranking you for 4 or 5 words, and you're going to pay $99, they're going to say, we're going to rank you for one word, okay? When you're buying an SEO package and they're telling, well, we're going to rank for one word and we're going to do one blog page a month and we're going to give you one mention and we're going to do, one PowerPoint if you're lucky, and we're going to do one of this. You're not going to rank. It's going to take you 16 years to rank. You're going to need to put a heck of a lot of content out there if you're going to rank, and you need to put out the right amount of content. So target words, still best thing to use for free. If you're going to be writing blogs and your blog is not going to be a competitive blog, if you're trying to write an article about SEO in this day and age, good luck getting that article to rank. Okay? Because the people that already, 10 spots on the first domain, good luck getting into this business and being an SEO company and going online. You're going to have to pound a lot of phone the old-fashioned way to get your clients. Okay, the SEO companies, the good ones that are online are going to charge you $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month because they're on the first page of Google. Okay, so finding one online in your local area should be easy. To find a top one that's actually producing results for somebody, yeah, good luck with that. So you need to really, really get your A game going when it comes to this. So best on-page SEO. By the way, number one SEO for WordPress or any other format that you're using to rank online to help you with your SEO is Yoast SEO. If you don't have Yoast and you don't have the premium version, you need to buy it. Because here's the thing, you want to get everything for free because it's online and you don't want to pay for anything. We pay close to $2,000 a year on SEO tools at our company. Okay? Because it's serious business for us. All right, we're serious about producing $50,000 to $100,000 a year off of our SEO. So you're going to have to really spend the money. And this is where a lot of companies that are really good, they spend the money on the good tools and then they're able to use those tools and produce. All right. So it's just like buying good equipment and buying good chemicals. You got to buy the paid versions of a lot of these programs in order to get the results. Get the Yoast Premium SEO, $69 a year. It's going to help you produce really good SEO. All right. So your Google AdWords, still the best place to get the best words to figure them out. Now, Google no longer gives you the total numbers of people looking for those. You have to pay for ads now in order to get that. But still, you can get the top ranking words, and you know what those are. The second part of getting doing keyword research really easy is to use the search related tool. When you put in a keyword like carpenter ant and Google gives you all these suggestions of what carpenter ant is, those are all very good keywords to use in your document. And if you're using Yoast Premium, you can use up to 5 keywords that you can rank for. That is where it's powerful. Because if you're trying to rank on one keyword alone, you're going to die. So on the Google Suggest, on the top, that's one of the things that you want to use. You also want to use the Google Suggest at the bottom, at the page. The Google Related To. And Google gives you a bunch of related topics to that you want to use those as keywords in your document. You want to sprinkle your text with those keywords. So the Google Suggest up top, when you type in the word, it gives you that. Once you get the results, you go all the way to the bottom of the page and you look at the related Google Suggest at the bottom and you use those keywords. All right. And learn. I'm throwing bones at you here, so you need to do a lot of research and figure out also what I'm talking about. All right. Now, you want to keep your URL name very short. You don't want, doing carpenter ants in Houston, Texas for the most people as a URL. That's super long. Google does not reward you for that. Keep it short. 2 to 5 words, tops. Preferably 2 to 3. All right. Now, if you put titles and brackets in your in your pages. People like numbers. People can relate to the top 5 ants in your city, top 3 ant that are a huge problem, that kind of deal. And then putting things in brackets gives them a sense of importance. So if 2017, if you've done an article already in 2015 about something and you want to update it to 2017, put the 2017 update in brackets. Let people know, hey, this is brand new material. This is something new. This is not the old stuff. All right. Media. You need to have media in your posts. You need to have pictures. Guys, either shoot your own pictures or buy them. Don't steal them off of somebody else's website. Don't go online and take pictures and put them on your website. You're gonna get a call from a lawyer with a cease and desist letter, and you're probably gonna get sued. All right? That is not good. You do not steal pictures. You buy them, or you use, royalty-free pictures. We spent hundreds of dollars on royalty-free pictures, but we shoot a lot of our own for our blog. All of the pictures in our blog, we shot them. Okay? We do our own video. We do our own pictures. We edit our own microscope pictures. If you're shooting pictures on location, you need to look into the metadata before you put them on your website, because it has all kinds of data that your camera puts in there, whatever that camera decided to put. You can take the location off most of your smartphones, and it does not put the longitude and latitude in there. You really need to do that. They're called EXIF information, and it's EXIF. For those of you, it's in the notes. You can go to the website and get the notes. But you really need to get that longitude and latitude, and then either reassign it to where your business is and put the latitude and longitude so it shows up in the search results where you're at, and it helps you with your Google Local. Okay, by doing that, you get a lot of Google Local help. Your keywords should be in that metadata in the picture. There's software. If you use Photoshop or use any photo editing software, or you use EXIF software, anything that will help you put the keywords in there. Also, there's a copyright place, so you can copyright those pictures in that metadata. All right, if you're using video, same thing. You need to optimize that video on YouTube, really optimize. You need to optimize your channel. If you don't optimize your channel and you don't optimize your video, you're not going to get shown up anywhere. Infographics, very powerful. Now, if you're getting infographics from like Fiverr for $5, if you want to use them on your website for commercial purpose, you're going to have to pay about $80 to $85 to get a commercial license to use that infographic. So, they're not cheap and they're not easy to make. If you ever try to make an infographic yourself, you can spend an hour easily on an infographic. H1 tags. Make sure if you're using WordPress, it's easy because you can designate your title page to be your H1 tag and heading tags. And those are very important because that tells Google what the heck it is you're writing about. And then in your document, H2 and H3 and H4 tags. You need to have at least one H2 tag in there, and then H3 and H4 tags in headings, subheadings, and things like that on your page. All right, internal links. We're going to be talking about linking to other pages. You need to do what is known as the link wheel. If you have an ant button on your main page, you need to have all those ant pages linking back to that one. Okay, because that's the main page that Google says this is the most important page related to ants. You're linking, you're telling Google what it is that you're doing by your links. You're guiding them. Okay, you need to realize that you're writing for two people. You're writing for people reading your blog, your pages, and you're writing for a search engine that has a robot that sends in there, a spider, and has to crawl it and figure out what it is you're doing. If your technical stuff isn't right, Google can't figure it out. So you need to go internal links, 2 to 3 internal links on your main pages that are related to that. So if you've got an article on Carpenter Ant and Carpenter Ant kind of looks like this other ant, you might have a link to that other ant. See what I'm saying? All right, external links. Link to sites that are reputable. Don't link to, Mickey Mouse sites that have no rank, no authority. And also when you're taking and you're having a link strategy right now, an external link strategy isn't that as important as it used to be, because a link from social media is just as good from a fan page or wherever on social media back to your site than trying to come up with this link strategy where you're taking links from people that have less authority in the domain than you do. You need to have high domain, low spam score on your web site. If you've got a bunch of links and you've got no visitors, you're going to get hit by one of the algorithms. So don't try to do black hat stuff. Just do good stuff, because what Google is looking for and saying, are you the best option to serve up the data that the customer has requested on Google? And if it is, then Google will reward you. If you do things wrong, Google will penalize you. And Google sometimes, a penalty and a reward is not the same thing. When Google fails to reward you is because you haven't done enough to tell Google, hey, this is what the customer is looking for. When Google penalizes you because you actually did something wrong that's, against the rules. So look at your black hat, look at your white hat. No black hat stuff, guys. You don't need it to rank. We are able to rank in a very competitive market. We're able to get a lot of business. And I'm talking about with 700 companies in 2 counties with almost 3 million people, we're able to get the business. You can do it, but you have to know what it is you're doing. So we're going to go ahead and end it there. And that should get you. Oh, remember, once you're done linking externally, linking internally, and you forward the page, go to your Google Webmaster and then fetch that page so it'll rank immediately. You got to fetch it. Okay, fetch and render it immediately. And also do a speed check on that page. If that page doesn't load within 3 seconds, you're going to get penalized. You need to have a super fast site. And WordPress sites, you're going to have to do a lot of JavaScript work, and you're going to have to do a lot of CSS work to get the speed, and you're going to have to do a lot of image optimization to get the speed. But there's a lot of things you have to do to a website to get the speed, to get that thing to load in under 3 seconds, because Google will not reward you for a slow site, especially on mobile. Your site needs to be fast, and WordPress sites are notoriously slow because of the way they're structured. An HTML site, an HTML5 site is going to be way faster, but you got to get an HTML coder to be able to design that site for you. All right. So with that said, guys, I will see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Pest Geek Podcast. If you have enjoyed the Pest Geek Podcast, please give us a rating, write a review, or subscribe to the channel. You can join the Pest Geek Society by visiting pestgeekpodcast.com. Thank you for listening. See you next time.